All right, guys, I got the sprayer hooked up. Got just a little bit of water in there so I can flush the boom and kind of rinse it out a little extra, you know, before the first time of the year. So here's just another awesome part of this is this is just my normal, the same monitor I use for the planter, I use for the sprayer. We can go into the tools, and I can do the same thing for the planter. Is I just give it a manual speed. We'll slow it down to 4 miles an hour. And then when we go to the map, now we just got to make sure our swath control is off. Otherwise, even it thinks we're doing 4 miles an hour, but with swath control on, I haven't changed position, so it still won't let the sprayer spray. But now with swath control off, it can spray. I can use my red ball tip tester for calibration and just to make sure everything is up to snuff and running good. And yeah, so let's I'll start flushing the boom and we'll go from there. Well, we got her going good. There wasn't much calibration. I mean, it was dialed in pretty good last year, so it's basically just clean all the nozzles, put them back on. I got a leaky filter cover up there I gotta fix. But yeah, I like these air induction nozzles. There's a hole right here actually that as the liquid comes through, it's catching air in there and it's making them very large droplets, so it stops drifting big time. And in the one product there, that my water conditioner stuff also has a drift retardant in it to help. But no, these large droplets and these big flat fans, they do a fantastic coverage, and they work very well. I really like them. And so now we'll just let her keep rinsing for a couple more minutes, and then I'll throw the chemical in and I suppose get the spraying. I like simple, guys, so I need a quart to the acre of Roundup. So what I do is I put a 30-gallon drum inside my water tank, and I put 1,200 gallons of water in there. That's 120 quarts at 10 gallons to the acre. Gives me 1,200 gallons of water. Then I don't need to handle the Roundup and try and deal with it. I don't like handling chemicals. I really love these dry products. They come with this nice measuring jug, 6 acres, so I only need 32 or 34 acres, so I just count my jugs here. The Weather Guard, my water conditioner, I only need to put in 4 quarts because I'm only putting in 400 gallons. So it goes rather simple. I kind of like that. If I don't have to touch or handle chemicals, I let hoses, and hoses do all my handling for me. All I have to do is open jugs. That is not a bad way to go. So just don't breathe the dust and we're good to go. So I gotta splash over. I'm gonna put you guys down so I can do this with 2 hands, but you see, you get the gist of it. So all right, guys. All right, so I'm where I want to be. So I just shut my valve of my hose off and the valve of the tank off. Then I just have this 1 cup of water here, and I never touch anything, whoop, unless I do that. And then we just come over here and shut the pump off, shut my tank off, and we're full. Pretty simple, guys, pretty simple. All right, guys, so I came up the side of the woods. I gotta do this headland down and back, and then go back down and do them headlands. And that's where I'm on the smart path again. So I don't set anything. You see, I don't have a light bar yet. I don't have a light bar yet. So when I get to the other end, it will snap the line for me, and so then I can follow that line back across the headland, and then when I chase down the field, it will set it for me there, as I make the corner, it will set it for me going down the field, and when I turn and go across that headland, it will set it for me down there. It just keeps resetting it for me every time I change direction and start applying. Fantastic little feature. So let's get spraying, guys. That's enough talking. All right, so I just made the corner. Now I'm just picking up my next planting pass, but you can see I'm 8 inches, 6.543 off. So now I'm on to where I need to be, and I just follow this row. I don't use the guidance line because I got the row to follow. It just helps me find which row I need to be in. So yeah, it works pretty slick. The little sprayer works pretty good. I like that boom float for up and down in there. Got nice ride control back there. So yeah, I didn't do a bad job building that old boom. It was 60 foot. I cut it down to 30 foot to match the planter, because 60 foot would not match the planter. I'd always be driving between planter passes, and that don't quite work when you don't drive perfect. So I just knocked it down to 30 feet, and that'll kind of work nice too for doing my fertility in season with the sprayer this year. So yeah, all right. Looks like there's a fire down in the flats. That looks like it's just across the road down from my field down there. I don't have time to run down and investigate, but right over that brown shed is where you go down the hill to get to my field where I was spring fed, you know, where I just combined corn here the other week. And then that whole area down there is all swampland. This is the end of crop production until you get into Wisconsin. So we got 10 miles straight east. That's the way I'm facing. That it's just all low ground and swamp with years and years of growth and grass on it. So when big fires like that get going out here, oh boy, they sure move and they get going. It ain't hard to control. You just go chase them with a dozer ahead of time and they can get it under control. But yeah, all right, back to spraying, guys. Guys, here's why I do the headland, is so see the little green sections. Each section is a 10-foot chunk of the sprayer. I'll slow down here. So I come into the headland, boop, boop, and they shut off. And I just turn around. I'll go in slow motion here. I just turn around. And then pretty soon they'll just boop, boop, back on and we're spraying again. That's kind of nice, so then I don't have to turn the sprayer on or off and possibly forget to turn it back on or forget to turn it off, and so it's just super convenient for me. I'm getting kind of lazy in my middle age here. No, it's just a fantastic system. I like spraying here this pre-emerge. I'm fairly new to this pre-emerge as well. I like it because there's no crop up. So if I veer a little bit or not paying attention and accidentally drive on a row, I didn't kill any crop. This kind of spoils the guy. But yeah. So all right, here's where that swath control really comes in. Sucks that one section off. Boy, oh boy, the spray savings is just unreal. By the end of the season, that little swath control on 10-foot sections, absolutely priceless. You know, at 8 miles an hour, it ain't a bad ride out here. Things are cruising good. I've been going slower all day, just letting the machine kind of, you know, for that first field of the season, just take your time, but only got a few rounds left. Let's open her up a little bit and see what we can do. All right, guys, how'd we do? We did 23 acres an hour. That is not too bad. I can live with that production. For a little 30-foot boom, I like that little 30-foot boom. It's quick, it's maneuverable, very accurate, you know, with a 10-foot swath control, it's very accurate. Let's see how we did at the tank. So I wanted to be right at 100 gallons, if not a whisker under, and we're just a whisker over 100 gallons. So that's how close that red ball meter got me just by calibrating in the yard. So now I can just up my calibration number just a couple. Like if the calibration number is 70, I can jump to like 75 on the next field and see if that don't get a little bit closer, and just keep fine-tuning it for the season. But yeah, super accurate, right out of the box, right out of the shed. You know, sometimes a guy's got to get lucky. All right, I got to fold up, and I got to finish getting that strip till going.